This is Russ. Yeah, I'm back in the car again. 9:54 a.m. 32 degrees outside. Yeah. Hey, yesterday I took a bike out. I actually rode a bike. I rode one of the new bikes that came in. Curiosity got to me. I says, I have to see if this bike is any good or not. It was. Told you guys. I pretty much can tell if a bike is going to be good or not. I think you'll be quite surprised with this bike, though. I can't tell you much more. It's one of the bikes that are under embargo, but I'll say this. Surprisingly good. I had my doubts of certain features and whether it would be able to hold up. Pretty good. You're going to want to wait to see these reviews. So, at least for that one, yeah. Weather is going to be a little bit warmer coming up soon, so I think I actually have to take the bikes out and ride them. Yeah, I got to start doing those reviews. So I think what's going to happen is I've already gone through the various bikes as far as the features are concerned, just to see what they're like. I didn't record anything. I just kind of checked everything out, make sure everything's what they say it is, and it is, of course, it usually is. But I think I'm going to have to do the riding test soon. Yeah, as the weather is decent, I've got to get out there because you can never tell. You know, I look at weather up to 2 weeks in advance to determine which days are the best days to go out, or around this time period, that is. Which days are the best days to go out to do things, and it's coming up. Yeah, a couple of days is coming up. So, which tells me the riding part of the videos will probably be done first before I do the actual introduction parts. Because the introduction parts is just an introduction of the bikes, right, and the features. And then the riding part is where we get to be a little more subjective, right? I can tell you that first one, whew, pretty nice. Pretty nice. Yeah, surprising. It surprised me quite a bit. So, other than that, that's about all I had for the last day as far as what I did. Now, I got up this morning. I was watching my YouTube videos as I typically do. First thing when I get up, I start watching things. And, I was watching a video about the DJI cameras, which is what I use, and how you should be using, what do they call that thing? D-Log? M-Log? I'm not sure what they call it. It's a certain color grading thing, and you got to do special things to the video after you record it, and supposedly it gets you better colors and deeper saturations, better in highlights, all that stuff. So I kept thinking, I've heard about it before. I hadn't used it before, so I figured I'd test it a little bit. And after doing some color grading on my own, not using the LUTs that they sell. Of course, they try to sell you LUTs. LUTs are like presets that they set up. I got it to look pretty close to what the reality is, but then I went back to the way I've been doing it, and that looks awfully close too. I guess where the difference lies is when you have extreme brightness levels and darkness levels, like if you're in extreme shadow areas or extreme bright areas. That's where that would make a difference. So then I kept thinking about my YouTube videos that I do with the e-bike. Would it benefit? I guess it would benefit, but the additional effort to do one extra step and fine tune and everything, I said, that's just not me. It just takes too long. I'm not going to do that. Now, if you know me about the photography, because as you know, I was a pro photographer for, I don't know, 30 years? Well, if you count law enforcement photography as well. I was a photographer for a long time. I shot a lot of weddings, and I taught photography in school. I would shoot in RAW format. Yeah, I would shoot in RAW and then do the the editing afterwards to turn the RAW files back into JPEGs that are usable for printing and to give to clients. So in a sense, that's an extra step too, but I had gotten it down to a science where I was pretty quick at it. Now, I guess I could do the same thing with video, but I'm just too lazy to do it now. I'm really just too lazy. The difference that I saw is so minimal to me. It wasn't worth it. I mean, I do I do add some additional things in the color grading of even the standard 10-bit recording that I do on my DJI camera to give it a little more pop and things. So I do a similar thing, but without the log system. Yeah. So I guess I could do it, but the thing is, I could take the things that I've recorded immediately and show it to someone. On this other way, I would have to definitely do editing before I show it to anybody, because it looks flat if you don't edit it. It looks literally washed out and grayish. No colors. I mean, it's just like flat. So I said, no, forget it. Sometimes I need to show things real quickly to somebody. You know, I've recorded something. Here, check this out. You know, I'll throw it up on the laptop, and I'm good to go. If I do it this other way, give me a half hour. Let me edit this, and then I'll show it to you. Forget that. I'm not doing that. Yeah, you got to go for some convenience sometimes. And really, what comes out of their camera is pretty decent. I mean, I'm sure you can make it better. It's just like RAW shooting versus JPEG shooting for photography. The JPEGs usually look pretty decent, but if you do it in RAW, you can tweak it till it looks actually better, you know. But the way I look at it is, you know, when I was doing weddings, you can't afford to make a mistake, because you can't redo it. You can't redo somebody's wedding. So you have to shoot it in the best possibility, and then yeah, you've got to do the editing to make it look better. That's what they pay me for, right? The YouTube thing, come on, we do a video almost daily now, right? And I've got other things to do besides making these videos. So what do you got to do? You're retired. Well, I got things to do. I don't want to spend that kind of effort and time being tied up to the editing. And usually when I go to these Costco trips that I do, I'm recording something now. Why do I do that instead of in front of the green screen? Because I got things to do. I want to get it done with, and you guys keep me company while I'm doing it, but I can get accomplished more in that time period that I have by recording these narrations or audio sections in the car. Yeah. So there you go. Let me know if you have a DJI camera, whether you go ahead and shoot that way, or whether you just shoot with the standard 10-bit resolution stuff. I don't know, I'm so itchy. And whether you go through that extra effort or not. I don't do it. I think it looks good enough. Russ is lazy, told you. Yep, lazy, I don't want to do it. This is what happens when you get older. You want to do it the easiest way you can get away with it. Yep, that's how it is. That's how it is. Now, the perfectionist in me probably says, yeah, you should make it better, but it's so subtle. I don't do such an extreme thing where it requires me to do that. Okay, why am I so itchy? I think what it is I jumped out of the shower, threw my clothes on, and jumped in the car. My hair looks wet. It's probably because of that. Yeah, I think what happens is, you know, when you take a shower and everything, you actually dry out your skin when you do that. I think that's what it is. It just makes me itchy. All right, let's see if we can beat this truck out. Are we gonna do it? No, I don't think so. I'm gonna have to move over. There's too many cars in front of me to be able to pass this truck, and I need to make a right turn in a very short time, so I gotta get behind the truck at this point. Okay, he moved out of the way. All right, so anyway, that's the story. That's what I've been doing this morning. So, yeah, let me know. Let me know what you do on cameras. If you're a camera guy or a video guy. Yeah, if you're a camera guy, do you shoot in RAW or do you shoot in JPEG? I actually shoot both. My camera's set up to record both a RAW file and a JPEG file. Now, all this stuff probably doesn't mean anything to you unless you're into cameras, but if you know what I'm talking about, let me know. Let me know. Yeah. All right, I've made it to Costco. Yeah, see, it goes pretty quickly. It's not that long of a drive. It's actually faster than you usually think. All right, hit the like and subscribe button if you haven't already done so. Let me know about this whole deal with the photography and the video. What your thoughts are on that. Ooh, what a nice car. What kind of car is that? I always look at the cars. Some of the cars that come in here, I don't know what that thing was. I don't think it was a Corvette. It looked something different. So, the new Corvettes, the new Corvettes actually kind of look like Ferraris almost. They do, to me. They got those scoops on the side and everything. All right, let's see. Is my spot open? My spot is not open. Ooh, not even on the other side. How do you like that? Okay, let's go this way. Let's go this way. Aha, here's a spot right here. Close enough. All right, I'll talk to you guys next time.